Alrighty, hey guys, I am back for another tutorial here. This is going to be for the Pro Division of the Touchdown Tournament. And we are gearing up for hole number 1 here. So I am going to set up quarterback here as my driver. I want something that has a good deal of curl, where I can hit a hook shot here and kind of beat it around the corner, getting it close up to the green, focusing on precision, not so much distance. And I just want to show you that we will still be able to do that this way. No problem here. So if you don't have the best driver, I'm going to kind of show you the easy way to make this happen. If you have an Apocalypse, you can, do it even better than me. So, but let's kind of get into the way that I have my bag set up here. You see, you want to make sure, just in case you make a mistake for the shot, that you have your longest sand wedge on, your longest rough iron on, just in case you make a small mental mistake here. Now, I'm going to try to focus on this shot with not a lot of effort. I'm assuming I might try to use a marlin ball here, for instance. So, yeah, you see how my bag's set up. This is going to be, kind of my typical setup for the Pro Tournament. You don't need a lot of, anything fancy to get by on this setup here. So let's go at it here and get into our division, and let's check out the very first hole. See if I can't get something positive here. It's you're going to want to try to get that eagle on this first hole. No question about it. So I'm kind of trying to just set up a method where you guys are kind of set up to succeed with that shot. And get this, way around the corner here. And the safest way I know to do it is to kind of set up short of the bunker. And that's kind of where, quarterback comes in play. Is I can do it with, a shorter ball type here. Keeping it on as short as possible and just bending it as much as possible. And of course, the more curl you put on the ball, the better. So I may actually, I use a landscape act for curling, so I can actually utilize, I think I have like 80 or 90 curl with this club. So it's nice to be able to take advantage of that full curl, especially on this shot. Now, I am going to kind of size this up and just try to figure out how much power I can actually use. And that's kind of what I'm going to go for here. And it looks like this is more or less perfect. It might actually be a little bit too far, to be honest with you. I'm going to play it safe here, use a Quasar ball. And I am looking, about 6 rings off the right of my bullseye as my target line. And then I'm just going to, stack rings on top of that, being careful. I am going to go into landscape mode here and hit a full slice. Now, I think I'm going to come up short of this bunker here, and that's the reason and I did. So, Katana might have put it in, and this is just showing you. You see me with barely having any topspin on a quarterback, all that curl and all that wind. Look how far I was still able to bend it and get it up here. So that's just one of the beauties of, being able to, hit that full hook shot. It really creates a lot of momentum on the ball, and you're seeing it just kind of really wrap around there. I mean, I'm going to have to back off of it. I mean, I might as well have just hit a marlin ball, because I'm so long down here that, it's going to start bringing the rough into the perspective. And if you have Apocalypse, you're going to be able to, if you want to play it risky, you could try threading it up there through the bunker, through the water there, and you should be able to get it up there. And you see what this actually does. It puts me right in between clubs, so I'm assuming I might struggle with this. but I'm going to try to set it up to make it anyway. So let's just hope that, I'm just trying to visualize, 8 rings up, or whatever that is, and just trying to hope that I'm kind of set up not too bad here. I'm just going to pull back, see if this isn't not too bad, see if I can get it to the hole, and just missed it. Just missed it. So a little bit more power ball could come in handy there. As you're seeing, I was right in between clubs, but gave myself the opportunity. I was just trying to visualize, I knew it was going to land 5 or 6 rings. My accuracy on my end ringer right now is 80 or 70. It is at 70, so 1.4 per ring. And with the 1.7 per ring there, or 1.4 per ring, sorry, 8, 9 downwind, it's going to land 6 rings. It's going to land about 6 rings from the target line. So I was factoring that in my decision there for, just trying to estimate how it was going to respond. And you see I just ever so slightly was just kind of off. But see, putting it in between clubs there made that quite challenging. But there's ways to avoid, that in the future. Backing off a little bit, getting it to land a little bit shorter. I'll be at kind of a min-distance thorn, and it'll be much easier to pitch that in. So keep that in mind. If you haven't seen the shot that I like to play, I do have this hole covered in the rookie division. The wind's a little bit less, but I just want to briefly touch on, I have thorn set up. I had claw set up in my other video. So my claw numbers are max to min are 1.5, 2.25, and 3.0 for my ring adjustment, my wind adjustments. And for that hole with thorn, it'll be, 2, 3, 4 kind of almost spot on. Probably, you have to cheat a little bit inside that, like 1.9, 3.8, 2.95. Like you need to, or 2.85, or 9.5, or 9.5. 8.5, sorry. And so keep that in mind when you're setting up your adjustments to try to make that pitch. Aside from that, I like to use 3 bars of backspin. With that much downwind, maybe 3.5 bars would be a nice approach. And hopefully you guys can get that eagle. And look for my other videos. I'm going to do this entire pro guide for you guys. So look for those, and good luck with getting that eagle there.